I've never seen it.
But I really need people to follow me on Instagram. This is not about my career. Let's talk about The Brutalist.
Let's talk about The Brutalist.
This is so we're kicking into like a 3-episode Oscar discussion, and this will be
Brody.
our first one. And
Loves to be a Holocaust victim.
he loves back-to-back Holocaust champ.
He
and
loves it.
Yeah.
He loves it.
He loves it. He's like, I know what I look like.
Typecasting.
It is funny typecast. It is, but he's just like, yeah, sure, that's fine. That's fine. I haven't seen The Brutalist.
I haven't either.
None of us have seen
None
The
of us have
Brutalist.
seen it. Nolan, did you watch The Brutalist?
No, sir.
Great.
I've seen almost all the Oscar movies except for
Has
The
anyone
Brutalist.
felt?
And
That's
I'm
right.
Still
Finding
Here.
one for you was hard.
Yeah, because I'd seen most of everything on the Best Picture list.
I haven't seen a lot of them.
What have you seen?
I don't remember what is on the Best Picture list.
It's very whelming this year.
Okay.
It's like very, very.
I think that's, yeah.
If you look through, and I don't want to keep like beating
It's like-
into my same thoughts about the Oscars on this podcast, but
Big-
every one of them I could describe. Let me find the Best Picture list because I
Big
think we just
normal
did this.
musical.
Yes.
Weird French musical.
Okay.
Holocaust movie.
Wow, I don't think I saw like.
Movie about how hard it is to be black in America.
Are you talking about Nickel Boys?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't.
Nickel Boys is really good.
You can really-
I really like Nickel
I want to
Boys.
see Nickel Boys.
You can really go through this and do this in this way of like Holocaust movie,
Okay.
yeah,
seen
big
it.
musical, big blockbuster, sort of like high concept body fit, like the substance, like a high concept gender
That's
film.
the big
I saw that.
surprising one for me.
And then there's biopic, and then there's interestingly shot, minority driven, and then there's foreign film, and then there's Catholic priest.
Okay.
Yes.
I've seen some of them. I just haven't seen.
And there's a screwball sex worker comedy.
oh, I love that.
Oh yeah,
one.
there's always the one that everyone likes.
Yeah.
All right, are
Which
you guys
I
talking
hope
about Anora?
Anora. Yeah.
I
What is it?
loved
I love
Anora.
And
Yeah.
I'm Still Here,
I'm Still Here.
which is a movie that
foreign.
I was pretty sure was a complete unknown until right now.
So I
Yeah.
think I saw it, but I don't. Oh no,
I'm Still
I
Here?
didn't. I didn't.
No one has seen I'm Still Here.
Yeah.
I'm Still Here's Brazilian.
That was I'm Still Here was actually the name of its campaign in
Wait,
theaters.
I actually might have seen it.
Really?
Yeah, because sometimes Nick gets into like he convinces me to watch a subtitle one, and like
They are still called movies.
yeah,
But they're all a subtitle movie.
but they're subtitles. So like sometimes he convinces me to watch one, and I get
Every
into
year
it.
there's that fucking movie you got to read.
These
know.
fucking subtitle movies.
What is I'm Still Here about?
I don't remember.
If you
I
had to
don't-
guess anything about it.
I think it's about a man going through problems.
I think it's about. Yeah.
What's that Joaquin Phoenix?
It's called I'm
That's
Still Here. I was
also
gonna say,
I'm Still
I
Here.
think it's Joaquin
that's might be
Phoenix's
what I'm
rap
getting it
documentary.
confused.
Where Joaquin Phoenix was a rapper.
But
I don't
also-
calling that I'm Still
didn't
Here a
watch
man
it.
going through problems is hilarious.
You can actually
it was a
describe-
rapper-based prank film.
I think most of the Oscar movies you could describe as a man, going through problems. It's like half of the list at least.
The
That's
Brutalist,
fair.
The Brutalist, a man going through problems.
I would call
Wicked?
the Holocaust a
No.
problem.
Amelia Perez, technically a man going through problems for like the first third of the movie.
I have not seen any of it. All I know
haven't
is the
seen it
controversial
either.
tweets.
I do too.
A complete unknown, a man going through problems.
Amelia-
Conclave, a man solving his problems.
A man, but he's going through a lot of problems, and he's got to deal with the vape pope, which is the best part.
The vape pope?
There's a vaping. There's the best use of a vape I've ever seen in any movie is in Conclave. There's
Yeah.
a Italian cardinal who's trying to be the pope, and he's evil, and he's vaping like the whole movie.
Oh
and
my
the
God.
timing of the
Love
vapes is some of the best comedic timing.
I
I've
would
ever
love
seen.
to
That's
see
really
the
funny.
Pope at a bodega asking for like grape flavored.
Getting an
vape
grape
Sounds
elf
really
bar.
good, to be honest.
And he's just like, I'm almost out. You're out of it. The first Pope to order a chopped cheese.
Oh my god.
I want bodega Pope.
I wanted
always
a bacon,
wonder-
egg, and a cheese.
It's been like 2 years since there was a bunch of Pope content, so I could see why we needed. Remember that year there were two popes and the
Yes.
What was it?
And then
The
there
other
was,
stuff called
Young Pope.
Young Pope. That's right.
Yeah,
I
there's the
almost
two
called him
popes,
Lone,
the young Pope, the
Lone
new Pope.
The new Pope.
I'm not that interested in popes, so I never. It never
There's
really,
also
it
I
never really
appreciate
gets me.
for years and years. I worked at the Cannes Film Festival in college, and there was a movie there called We Have a Pope. And the same guy who made We Have a Pope went on to make, I would say, 90% of the Pope-related content.
A Pope.
We bought a Pope.
We bought a Pope.
We bought a Pope.
That's
What we
what I was
Pope about when we
thinking.
Pope about love. I love We Bought a Pope. Well, I
Every
inherited
Pope
this
everywhere all at once.
This is our new game called Popify Your Movie, where you just pope up a
my
movie.
ride.
Pope my ride.
I
Pope
think
my
I don't
watch.
even really fully understand the whole structure of the Catholic Church. So
That's fine.
So I just don't, it's not that it doesn't seam hot gossy to me.
It's
You haven't
real.
seen Dune Pope 2?
Conclave is
Okay.
real sassy and
If-
full of the sassiest Pope drama of. I don't give a shit.
The real
about
Pope
Catholic Church,
wives
but it's very
of
fun.
Vatican.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Pose it that way, and I'm in.
I think I could describe. I talked to someone about describing football as a Real Housewife, and I think everything can kind of fall in terms of the Real Housewife sort of discussion.
Sure.
I think-
because
yeah.
sports are nothing but a reality show that I've followed forever.
Yeah.
And I think the NBA in particular is a Real Housewifey type of thing because we know the personalities of a lot of players. And
Yeah.
they all have
Yeah.
like interacted with each other at various points and have their own little businesses
And they
they're
have.
trying to
I mean, they've got
front.
basketball
Yeah.
wives as a spinoff of the NBA.
Oh, I mean
too.
the players are the Real Housewives.
But I think that
Yeah.
the NFL needs that kind of coverage.
I think wrestling is like the closest that I can
Yes,
think
definitely.
of to Real Housewives.
Yeah, wrestling is like soap operas for men.
Yeah.
But I
it's-
think all the sports are at this point.
Yeah. I mean, they have like pretty. I like see the similarities where they follow the characters, and I'm like, oh, I get it. You hate them the same way, like you hate.
Yeah. Well, I'm a Chiefs fan, so the last Super Bowl was the Brutalist. Where I was like, they're just letting them in?
That's so funny.
Let's do the script, and then let's talk about this. And
Great.
this is kicking off Oscar time. So is there anything, Jay, you want to preface?
Okay. So
That's not in the script, maybe, that would inform your world building.
Thank you.
as I say on the title page.
Wow, I grabbed the exact right amount of pages.
Yeah,
really
Nice
well.
work.
crazy.
I only know about this movie from I think I don't even think I saw a trailer, but I've seen some posters. I've seen some people talk
Popesters.
about it on Letterboxd.
Oh, wait, that's Conclave. I'm like literally already like everything's going to be Pope.
The
I
Popesters.
love it.
The Popes. Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling are the Pope guys.
And as I was writing this script this morning, my wife did spoil something for me.
Oh no.
But not anything big or
Okay.
major.
The end of the Holocaust.
Shocker. It does. It did end. But there are. I'm basing this based on what I know the archetypes of the characters are of the three main characters, and that's really all I got.
okay.
And the opening shot of the movie, which apparently is the
So-
upside down Statue of Liberty that's all over the posters.
Great.
I don't even think I've seen that.
I
it's
don't
an
think
upside
I've
down
ever.
So however
I
you'd
don't
like
think
to
I've
cast
even read
it
a
up.
summary.
Okay. How about I would like Kyle. You play Laszlo.
Oh my God. Incredible.
You're gonna be our Adrian Brody.
Dearest wife. Oh,
Okay, Laszlo is Adrian Brody. Got it.
Lindsay, you're
here
going
in
to
the
be,
Holocaust.
You're going to be all of the other roles.
Oh no.
There's a bunch of other
You'll
roles.
be in the rest of the roles.
Okay, I'm gonna figure out what a Czech. I think Czech is Eastern European, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And-
I love the idea that it's Laszlo from What We Do in the Shadows.
That's so funny.
Upside down Statue of Liberty.
The Holocaust.
The Holocaust.
The Holocaust.
And I will be the action dialogue.
Great.
All right, so this is the Brutalist.
The rest of the roles, what a thing to walk into.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta get my
You're-
voice acting ready.
The Andy Serkis
you're gonna
of
get
the Brutalist.
There's going to be a lot of other fun accents that I hope that you
I hope I
have
tr-
the chops to do.
I don't, but I'll do it to my
Kanye
best.
West? Is it? Okay.
I know. Yeah, no people of color, please. I don't.
Will you
do-
clip that?
I don't do.
I got one clip for Lindsay's OnlyFans.
I don't do well with
That's-
those accents. Wait.
What do you mean those
Yeah,
accents?
you know what? Please don't. Please don't. You have to cut that, Nolan.
New line.
That's not what I mean. My husband's black.
This is actually how some of those videos on OnlyFans start.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Okay. This is the Brutalist based on my
The
vague,
Brutalist.
my vague understanding of the movie from Letterboxd and minor spoilers from my wife.
Great.
Interior, boat to Ellis Island, day. Laszlo lies upside down. He is dressed like a sad architect. He smokes a cigarette, an essential part of the sad architect's uniform. He takes a drag, then blows the smoke into the camera lens.
Dearest wife, I've thought about nothing but concrete for weeks now.
Laszlo, still upside down, looks out the window and sees the Statue of Liberty, but it is also upside down.
But I'm arriving in America, land of opportunity, they call it.
An immigrant child. Italian? Do we have any sympathy for Italians yet, or does that not happen until like the 60s? You know what? Let's make him check. Rushes over to the window. He bumps Laszlo's cigarette out of his hand.
I hope there are many concrete-based opportunities.
Mama. Mama.
I like that you're like, I'll go catcalling energy with the child.
Okay, wait, I'm a child.
Mommy.
Mommy, show me that Liberty, Mommy.
Papa, is that Lady Liberty?
That was good.
That's good.
Okay, good.
Laszlo picks up the cigarette and takes another drag, still upside down.
No, son. It is, how you say, metaphor. Okay, I'm not going to laugh. It's going to ruin it for the listeners.
Interior Ellis Island day. Laszlo shows his papers to an immigration officer.
First name, Laszlo.
Yes, sir.
And how do you say this last name?
A bruised talish.
The immigration officer winces. This is his least favorite part of the job, dealing with all these wacky last names.
Yikes. Well, I can tell you what, Laszlo. No one around these parts is going to know how to pronounce it with those accents.
So
I'm going to do you a solid. Your new last name is...
He scribbles on the paperwork and passes it back to Laszlo.
Brutalist. Laszlo Brutalist.
It has a nice ring to it.
Exterior Central Park day. Laszlo sits at a picnic table, smoking and writing.
I do not have many updates for you as I have just arrived in America, but whenever you get this, please know that they changed our family name to Brutalist, so that is how you'll find me.
A cop on horseback approaches Laszlo.
Hey, bucko! No smoking. No smoking in Central Park.
The horse cop points to a no smoking sign.
I'm trotting here.
Laszlo looks annoyed, then sighs and rolls up his sleeve to reveal a tattoo of numbers.
I'm a Holocaust survivor. I can smoke wherever I want.
Laszlo points to the fine print on the sign which says Holocaust survivors exempt. The horse cop begins sweating nervously.
Oh my God. Wait, I can't do it going into it. Okay. Oh my God, sir, I'm so sorry. You just looked.
German?
No, too handsome to be a Holocaust survivor.
Sir, if you don't think there were certified hotties at the camps, then you just didn't see enough photos.
The horse cop is now pouring sweat. It's really jarring to get dunked on this hard by a Holocaust survivor.
Say, where's the nearest mailbox?
Exterior 7th Avenue day. Laszlo rides on the horse right behind the horse cop, who is still drenched in sweat. Like, his cop shirt is a full shade darker than it was at the park.
Beloved wife, I hope you're able to find me. I know that you don't show up until the second half of this movie, which I'm hoping is good news and not a bad omen that you only appear in flashbacks due to the whole quote-unquote Holocaust thing.
Exterior Penn Station day. Laszlo dismounts the horse and wipes some sweat off his face.
Ugh, cop sweat.
Sorry, Mr. Brutalist.
The horse cop is still like...
Laszlo smacks the horse's butt. The horse goes galloping down 7th Avenue, the horse cop wailing like Mario falling down a bottomless pit.
But for the triple jump. But for now, I must find a place to live where our American dream won't get turned upside down.
Laszlo pulls a slightly damp envelope out of his jacket pocket, shakes off some of the moisture, kisses it, then drops it in the mailbox.
This is why I'm heading to Philadelphia. I hear it's extremely normal there. Forever yours, Laszlo.
Interior Penn Station day. Laszlo buys a ticket. Next to him, an angry Philadelphian screams at the ticket booth clerk.
What do you mean all you got left is sub-coach?
The Philadelphian throws a battery into the ticket booth.
This is cleansing for me.
Interior train day. Laszlo sits at the window staring at buildings. A conductor walks down the aisle punching tickets.
Ticket, sir?
Laszlo gives the conductor his ticket. A little bit of his tattoo pokes out from his sleeve as he does.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is that?
Laszlo glances at his tattoo.
Yeah.
Come with me, sir. Yeah. Come with me, sir. Complimentary upgrades to first class for Holocaust survivors.
Wow, you guys sure do treat Jews great in this country.
Interior train, first class cabin, day. The conductor slides open the door to a very fancy semi-private cabin. There's a well-dressed man sitting near the window staring out at buildings.
Mr. Greenback? Yes. This is Mr. Brutalist, and he's been upgraded and will be joining you.
Laszlo waves and puts his bag down. Greenback nods.
Very good.
I love the evolution of this man.
Laszlo sits down next to Greenback. The conductor slides the door shut. A beat as both men stare at the buildings, passing them by.
You like to look at the buildings?
Some of them.
Hey, like Benjamin Buttoning while we read.
Most of them just so ornate.
Okay, seriously, I've been thinking that for like an entire day now, and I've been afraid to say anything.
All this Art Deco nonsense needs to go the way of the dodo.
How do you feel about concrete?
I love concrete.
The two men lock eyes. Are they about to kiss or talk about buildings for 2 hours? It could go either way.
Oh, that was so funny. That was really funny. I like this version for sure.
This is very fun. I feel like this is probably what happens.
It can't be far off, otherwise that'd be illegal.
Yeah. It actually makes me want to see the movie.
That's good.
Yeah, I
This
think
should be part of the marketing campaign.
I agree. I'm like, oh my God, so fun. He's like in America. Thank God. Like,
Thank God.
Thank God. So fun.
We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. We're back. Perfect. I was just listing movies about dinosaurs I like. We're back.
We're
new
back
Jurassic
is
Park.
perfect.
It's great. It's a good video game, too. I don't want to get in all this.
There's a video game?
Oh, there's a We're Back video game for the Sega Genesis.
oh, for Sega.
Man.
It might be for Super Nintendo Entertainment System,
I
too.
didn't have
It
a
is.
Super Nintendo.
It is? For SNES?
I did have the Batman Forever tie-in game for the Game Boy, but I was not allowed to see Batman Forever in theaters.
Oh.
Wait, the regular Game Boy had a Batman Forever game?
Yeah,
Did.
what?
Yeah.
How did they show that level of detail on there?
Exactly.
Not very well.
We honestly had cool childhoods. I was really into the Lion King Super Nintendo.
That game's very hard.
It's so hard.
Really
I have
upsetting.
nightmares about it. Swinging from vines.
Probably the worst thing that's ever happened to anyone. Oh, so you haven't seen The Brutalist?
No.
Swinging it back to bad
do
things that
think
happen to some people.
It's not that
I don't know any. Clip that. And I really have known nothing about this. It's just so funny. Okay, I have seen this poster of the Upside Down.
The Upside
Statue of
Down
Liberty.
thing is the Upside Down Statue of Liberty
That's
is
a
like
thing?
the iconic. It's like I think it is almost the opening shot of the movie.
I need to
It's
ask,
also all over the marketing.
Is
weird.
this really about brutalist architecture?
I think. I mean, he's an architect,
Yes.
and the whole thing.
Oh.
The only thing I know about the actual plot of the movie is that
what was the spoiler?
that Felicity Jones, who plays the wife, only shows up in the second half of the movie.
Okay.
Which
Felicity Jones, like from Desperate Housewives. Oh, that's
No,
a
that's
different.
Felicity
Probably not.
Huffman.
I haven't seen it, but I'm gonna say probably not.
You're thinking of Felicity Huffman, who was Academy Award nominated for Transamerica. Shout out.
Okay, great.
2005.
Good for her, though.
Good for Felicity.
Yeah.
Okay, this is
Felicity
Felicity
Jones is a British lady. She was in some stuff.
Rogue One.
Okay.
Rogue
I'm-
One, that's right.
I'm sure I would recognize her.
So she's in the second half of the movie, which I'm assuming means I almost had her coming over on the boat.
Yeah.
And then my wife was like, "Oh, she's not on the boat," and I was like, "Uh-oh,
Thank God. For
she
your wife.
dead."
Yeah. Otherwise, your script would have been ridiculous.
No, I like that
Yeah.
part where you're like, I hope she's not. I
I-
hope this isn't just flashbacks.
I don't want to like look up, but I mean, because brutalism is what I think of when you say the brutalist. I think of like concrete,
Yeah.
right
I've
angle,
never
boring
heard of
structures.
that. That's fun.
If I
It's-
show you this like style of architecture,
I know that it is about.
it's pretty big in Los Angeles, actually.
There's a lot of brutalist architecture in LA, and I know that.
stuff that looks like this.
So, Adrian
Oh,
Brody's the
yeah.
architect, and then Greenback, who is Guy Pearce's character, who that is definitely
Is
not
that
real
really
name.
his name?
No, his real name is like Van Buren or something
Oh,
like that.
okay.
You just decided to name him Money.
He's the wealthy guy.
Look, if you're gonna name a character based off what you think about them and have it end in the suffix back, I'm
Yeah.
glad you started with green.
Thank
Right.
you.
It is. I really have no idea. I thought this movie just took place during the Holocaust in the Holocaust.
Same. I really like. I think I do think there was like a part of me that knew that it was post-Holocaust, which made me less interested. But like,
I feel we're watching a Holocaust movie. It's got to be during
I
or
love-
nothing.
I hate pre.
every
I hate
Holocaust
post.
yeah.
Escaping post-war Europe.
I've
A
seen
visionary.
Give me an
architect.
Every
inter-Holocaust movie. That's all I want to see.
Yeah, I do. That is all I want. I will never get enough Holocaust content, and I blame that on my temple growing up, who just like they were like, "You're gonna love this."
You're going to love the way you look.
You
we
ever
guarantee
wanted to
it.
see a pile of shoes? You got it.
Man, that's crazy. That's because I say this as somebody who grew up going to a church that was so cowardly they would not take us to see Passion of the Christ because of how violent it was.
Whoa. Wow. No, they love,
cowards.
You're like at Passion of the Christ, like someone should write this down.
Yeah. No, they really like early age, at least at my Sunday school, early age, they were like, everyone tried to kill us. And this is what it looked like. And we were like, oh.
It's rooted in pretty recent, like.
Oh, yeah, I'm not down. For sure. But it just is funny because it's so it's so like desensitizing to a certain degree where we're just like, murder.
It's just like 6 million, like just like sort of like.
Over and over again. Which
they start off the lesson by making everybody take their shoes off and leave them by the door. And
they do
a microcosm.
Stuff like that where you're just like, oh, okay. And then I get excited about learning about genocide. So then I just become a monster.
And so you don't want to watch this one that happened afterwards.
No, come on now. Yeah. I want the dirt.
I think there is stuff that happens during the Holocaust in this movie, so I don't know a few things.
Yeah. Well, I want to prepare for the upcoming one.
This is more of a research vehicle for you.
Yeah, I think it's like I'm pretty impressed that Anne Frank did her thing during the Holocaust. She got to be like a horny little teenager. So I feel like
I did have this. I tried writing this joke or working on this joke for a little while right after the election, where I was saying that it's going to be crazy to see the camps filled with influencers.
Yeah.
It was too dark to work in live in front of actual audiences, but I was like,
That's
"Hey,
so
what's up,
funny.
I'm here from the Re-Education Center."
What I actually need is a multifunctional dual head shower head.
Lisa Traeger had a really funny joke about going into like a concentration camp, like in like a future sense, where she was just like, "Oh man, all I would do is talk shit." Like. I don't remember like the exact joke, but it was so funny. I was like, yeah, I'd probably get into the hot goss too.
The hot, like as someone in the concentration camp?
Yeah,
the concentration camp goss is going to be juicy.
Oh, it would be so juicy. It would be so juicy. Great.
I don't even know what the bell is for.
I do feel like it's like keeping on track, and I appreciate it.
Yeah. I know so little about any. This is the least equipped I've been ever talk about any of the Oscars.
I think it's good though.
I don't think I've seen any of the animated ones. I've only seen Dune 2.
Okay.
Of all of the Best Picture nominees.
I saw it.
I don't even know any other movies that came out. Did Nosferatu get nominated for anything?
Nosferatu got nominated for cinematography.
Okay.
And I feel like one of the other crafts.
Even though they forgot to do any color stuff?
I know it's a pretty big oversight, but I think that's VFX.
Yeah. So you're telling me they exported this movie wrong and got praise for it?
Right. So did you guys saw Wicked?
No. Yes, I saw Wicked.
No, okay.
Wicked is my least favorite of the Oscar nomination.
Okay, I respect that. I think it's really hard to judge a musical that turns into a movie in terms of like it being an award-worthy movie.
Yeah, my big problem with it is not. I love the musical Wicked. I just think this is a bad adaptation of it.
Oh, okay.
And I also think it is like the ugliest movie I've seen almost the whole year. It's so CGI'd to death.
Oh, okay.
It looks like it's.
Well, yeah, she's not actually green.
What?
They had to like change a bunch of stuff.
What?
Oh, that's crazy.
All I know of Wicked is Ariana Grande seems to always behave like this now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Outside of it, like you see her in doing any sort of press or anything, and she's like, "Hello," and I'm like, "Is this Disney kid? Is this?" I'm sure she's just very tired.
Yeah.
Like she's like, "This is someone who's been since she's 15." Like, in such a line. But I'm like, she's so just so performative.
She travels in a bubble.
She's
musically
I do
inclined.
think she's like really a very perfect vessel for other people's art. Like I really do think because she's like so emotional and weird and like
you like load your art into her and then let her perform.
I think she's like one of those people because you know how certain actors like their brain is filled with nothing and you're like I don't know, you're an alien, but they're incredible actors.
Yeah.
I think it's like there are types of people that are certain types of like really fantastic performers that are just like vessels of a shell of a person.
Yeah. Only a true actual
Yeah.
artiste is someone who's going to be going around like licking donuts and thinking it's okay.
We all really hated her for that donut licking thing.
The
You know what
donut
I mean?
licking thing, she got blasted.
Once again, I don't know a
stop
ton
her.
about her. She seems fine. Like it seemed, we all hated the donut licking thing. She's like
Yeah.
15 or whatever, or 20. I
Yeah.
don't know. Kids are
Yeah.
weird doing weird performative stuff to make each other laugh all the time. But
Yeah.
it seems like everyone really hated the donut licking thing, and no one seems too hung up on like the constantly getting involved with people in relationships who
That's
look
the
the
part
same
that
thing.
that's the part that I don't like is that she is a homewrecker. But also it's like everybody's just like, I hope she got over that thing where her whole concert was bombed and a bunch of
That's
kids.
And also,
Right.
like,
bunch
the
of
guy
kids
she was
died.
with
Oh my God, I
died.
forgot
Yeah.
about the concert.
And then
Yeah,
she had to go
yeah.
to SNL like 8 times.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is the worst of any of those.
I do. There was one time on, I think it was the 3rd season of Roast Battle on Comedy Central, and Pete Davidson showed up.
That used to be a
judge.
television network for the kids listening.
Shut up.
Pete Davidson showed up to judge the last night, and he was still dating Ariana Grande at the
Yeah.
time, and she came to the show.
Oh yeah, she's a full codependent.
And she was like, I saw her in person, and because they were trying to get.
Is she
you're
real
just
small?
Ushering She's super tiny. She's maybe like 5'1" or 5'2".
She looks
teeny
little.
tiny.
We love tiny women in this country.
And she.
We love a good little.
We love a good little.
They asked her if she wanted to watch the show in the studio, and she said no, and then just went back.
I love
to
that.
the
All of this
trailer.
stuff
It
put
was so
together,
silly.
because she's so very famous.
Yeah.
And I know all of this stuff, none of which is by choice.
No.
But I'm not blaming her for me knowing any
she used
of
to
this
hang
stuff.
out the cellar.
I ultimately just realized, like, thinking all about her, thinking about this stuff and how I know about her relationship stuff
Yeah.
and the donut licking and all the. I'm like, oh, I just don't care.
oh,
And
yeah.
I don't even mean that in like I like anti her.
Yeah.
But I'm like, stuff's not for me.
Sure.
And that's fine. And she's so famous. She's as famous as someone could probably be.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yep. It's
Yeah.
I feel so,
Yeah.
it's weird to feel so indifferent to someone with like so much catalyst and discussion around them all of the time.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like, I don't know if I have
Seems fine.
empathy.
It's
because,
oh, sorry, you go ahead.
No, go for it.
I was just gonna say it's like a mental space thing. I feel like where
Yeah.
it's not. I can't hold enough.
Yeah, I think
not
I
to
had that
take from the
part of my
wicked thing, but I
brain
can't hold
carved
enough
out.
space
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
I feel I have a hard time. I feel like they're all trained to be fun to hang out with. And because these are like, I'm thinking like her and Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
Like they're
Like Disney to
yeah, they're like
worldwide
baby
famous.
age to like adult around.
Was Sabrina Carpenter a Disney?
She was
Yeah.
a Disney. Yeah, she was a Disney. I used to. I mean, my hometown was like the Disney child factory for a while.
No way.
Yeah, Demi Lovato, Selena Gomez,
Demi
Yeah.
Lovato was a Disney?
the Jonas
know
Brothers.
anything.
They were
Yeah.
all from like the Dallas Fort Worth area,
Right.
and they all became like that was like where it started.
DFW, Dallas Fort Worth,
Yeah.
Disney fucks with.
There you go.
Well,
There's-
like, have any of these kids? I mean, we go back to like the Mickey Mouse Club. Have any of these kids come out normal? I don't really
Ryan
feel
Gosling,
like it's fair.
maybe.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's fair to judge them as humans because they've never been treated like humans.
I actually think I will say Justin Timberlake probably came out the most normal because he got a DUI, and that's a very normal person thing
you're
to
right.
do.
You're
That
right.
is going to ruin the
The,
tour.
the only
I
the only
loved
people
that response.
yeah.
I don't know. I just am so ultimately so it's not even like forgiving.
Yeah.
But I'm like, this is just not a person. And I don't even mean that to be mean
No,
to
but
someone like her.
they
I'm
were-
like, you're just not, and this is horrible stuff she went through with her concert. And
Yeah.
like horrible like response to everything. And then it's just so overwhelmingly amount of things that I'm like, that's so wild.
Mm-hmm.
And I really don't know if I have the capacity to entertain this as a person.
Yeah, no, I
Can I say something maybe nice about
Who are
Ariana
you?
Grande? Sorry, I've been hanging out here.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to say anything mean about her.
Who invited
I
Ariana
like-
Grande's
I like-
manager to this
Okay.
recording?
I like her singing, and I like a lot of
I
her
like her
songs.
singing. I think she's
And I like her
incredible
like
singer.
vibe is kind of fun and
I love her
interesting.
vibe.
And I was mad that everyone hated when she licked the donut because all kids have
Same.
done dumb stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Same.
Ariana Grande.
I suck that she killed Mac Miller.
Yeah. Oh my
The
god.
Jesus. Ariana Grande's a better sketch player than Pete Davidson.
Yep.
For SNL, like Ariana Grande and Drake should not have been pop stars. They should have just been sketch players.
Drake forgiver Nolan Fabricus.
Drake might
says
not.
everything
Drake might not
Drake's
be a
ever
pop
done
star
behind closed doors
for
is
much
good.
longer anyway.
Shit, having a kid has changed you.
Wow.
No, I hate
You're
Drake
a
the most.
Drake
But
apologist?
he should have not tried to be
Maybe he was tired of sitting down.
a
Yeah.
rapper. He should have he should have taken that child star thing to its conclusion and not tried to fork
Hey,
it.
don't
into
talk
a
about
harder-
Drake's girlfriend that way.
Yeah,
That child
come on
star
now.
thing has a name.
Yeah.
And it is Millie Bobby Brown.
I do think it's hard because I don't feel right judging them. I feel like I would hang out with all of them and love it, and like I would get along with them fabulously.
I'm ultimately not even judging
Sure.
anyone. I'm just like, yeah, you're fine, and I stop at that. And
I
I just
judge.
am like,
I
I'm
mean,
just too. I think I'm personally too tired
Right.
to learn anything else. And I'm just like, yes, whatever. And she seems like she really likes being in Wicked. And everyone in Wicked seems
Yeah.
like they really like being it to the
There-
point where I
seems
think
like they all
it might
really
be
like
a trick or a
sleeping
spell.
together and
Her,
Like, just
what is
imagine
the
that.
other star of Wicked?
Cynthia Erivo?
They have such an insane rapport
Yeah.
that
Oh,
all
yeah.
of the press for it was so wild. It's like watching it made me feel the same way in a different way that watching Harrison Ford do press for Marvel makes me feel.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, this is almost the zoo.
Yes,
Yeah.
it did feel like the zoo. And I here's the thing that I'll say about Wicked. And after I saw it, I saw the interviews and then I saw Wicked. I think that they were good enough in the movie to surpass how absolutely unbearable they were in interviews.
If there's anything, if there's like more great that could come out of this, one thing that came out of Wicked that I saw all of was Ben Shapiro loving it. He
Oh,
is
yeah, that's right. He
obsessed
was
with Wicked,
super down
and
for
he's
Wicked.
just like so into
I
it.
wish
And
he would
it feels a
die.
little bit like the Drake chose music over comedy path, where you're like, if Ben Shapiro literally could have been like a playbill back page writer or something because he's
Man.
obsessed with it, Wicked
Imagine
and how
if
it
Ben
plays
Shapiro
out.
was just like next generation Armand White. I think everything would be totally fine.
Yeah, I think we definitely need to give him more space. Did giving space come from the Wicked press?
Yeah.
Holding space.
Holding space.
Holding space. That's
What
right.
were
It
they
sounds
holding
like
space
a
for?
house-
Holding space for Defying
holding
Gravity?
space for the queer community appreciating the movie.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll say
Yeah.
thank you to Ariana Grande for that. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean-
I like Holding Space. To me sounds like a
Holding space and holding
HGTV
a
show where
finger.
they flip tiny homes in Los Angeles, and they're like, this is Chip and Ariana. Or Chip and Joanna
Ariana
Gaines.
Grande.
Chip and Ariana Gaines. She leaves this guy for Chip Gaines.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
I hate that man more. Oh no, Zoe Deschanel's dating a house flipping twin.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's dating one of the Property Brothers.
This is how little I'm like, isn't Zoe Deschanel dating a house flipping twin?
She's
and that's
dating
the
a house.
end of my knowledge.
She's dating a house.
That's how much I know. I know more about that than anything, and that's the end of my
Interesting.
knowledge.
And
It's
I
like
think
house
they're-
flipping twin.
I think they're triplets. I think there's a secret third one. Who's
Oh, there
not
is
on
a secret.
camera.
There's a third one who's not a Property Brother.
A Cooper Manning, if you will.
He's
Interesting.
He's
I wish
just
you
a
had an
normal guy.
accent, Nolan. I miss Jake.
Can you do Jake?
Jake does have a really good Ariana Grande anecdote. I was just thinking about. You have to ask him about it later.
Really?
Yeah.
Just tell us.
I like you better,
He
but
stole
don't
her
tell
seat
him.
at a show at the Largo like cafe thing, the Largo side stage thing.
Yeah.
He was sitting in a seat that was reserved for her, and she showed up late and had to take her seat back during the performance.
Oh shit, was
Like,
she a
so-
bitch about it?
No, he said she was really nice.
I see they're trained. They're like
Yeah.
little dogs.
She's nice once, and you're like, this fucking liar.
You know what they
You
sh-
want to be mean to Jake.
I think that
Yeah.
we should have.
Sorry, Jake.
In the same way that we have a couple like after the Super Bowl, or not after the Super Bowl, but like after the Thanksgiving Day parade and after
Duper
some
Bowl.
other bigs, we have like the big like a dog show. We should have
Yeah.
like a child star show where it's like you show how well trained they are. They can do an
Yeah.
agility test.
We'll call it Little Miss sometimes.
Hey, I
mean,
like
they're
that.
really good at it. It's really sad. That's their whole fucking life. Sabrina Carpenter killing it.
Yeah.
At being nice.
Yeah, at like being likable and like hateable at the same time, and
Yeah.
just like she like floats through. Like she's just Nick hates watching anything with her. I'm like, you're a delight. You're just
Well,
a sweet,
you should
fun
tell
delight.
Nick you don't have to watch stuff with Sabrina Carpenter. That's actually okay.
I
I
kind
know.
of feel the same way about Sabrina Carpenter as you feel about Ariana Grande, Kyle. Where it's like I see what she's doing, I respect it, but also I just like there's too much.
It's all there and good and fine.
I like
good.
her
I
music.
can't. Yeah.
There's a point where you realize that the stuff isn't for you, and like not like this. I don't get, but like. It's not made any way for me to.
Right.
And it's
Yeah,
like that's
you
all
don't-
fine. These people all seem fine. It takes so much now for a celebrity for me to be like, over them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think Ariana Grande could lick a donut now, and I'd be like, that's actually really funny.
Same. I would feel the same way. I don't, my radar for like bad behavior is,
Right.
Yeah.
is like a little twisted now. And honestly, it's like, fuck, I don't care. You know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
just very tired.
are you hurting people?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it's like, at this point, Kanye isn't the bar. But the bar has certainly been adjusted to tweeting in all caps, "I am a Nazi."
Yeah.
And using your Super Bowl commercial to sell a swastika
Speaking of
t-shirt.
Nazis, speaking of Nazis, The Brutalist.
This movie is called Not Seen It, where it's a movie where we don't watch Holocaust movies.
And hey, you're good to put a swastika in now. Nobody cares about that.
Finally.
Yeah, finally.
I have use for all of
You've
this
been
merch.
Dying. You know, when I was in Japan, they had
Allegedly dying.
Allegedly.
I don't know if you saw this when you were in Japan. You go to like the temples. They do have like a swastika on like a lot of. It's not a swastika.
Oh yeah, it's the Buddhist.
Yeah,
because it's at
like
the
a
correct angle.
Yeah,
swastika.
it's at a different angle, and like initially it definitely threw me off. Where I was just like, wow, this is like totally a different world.
Yeah.
I was like, these are like straight up.
They have like
temples.
4chan
They got
printed out
Proud
of
Boys
the
in
temple.
Japan too,
Yeah,
huh?
I was like,
Who knew?
crazy.
Right. All these guys from that one bar in Atwater Village are here in Japan.
Yeah, they were like there was like holding incense.
Holding space for incense.
Holding space for incense and a swastika.
I think that at some point, because this, swastika has meaning that preceded the Holocaust,
Right.
and its association with Nazis, just much like the Charlie Chaplin mustache has evolved into different things. At some point,
Right.
it's not
Right.
yours anymore, and you can't claim to not what is it? What was the thing? That's a Roman. At some point,
Roman
you're like,
salute.
you're not
Oh,
allowed to
yeah.
do this anymore because it's changed what it is.
well, we can
Right.
just lie now, which is fine.
That is true.
We could just say things aren't true, and it's like, okay,
That is kind of sick.
Yeah.
yeah. We just,
Actually, I think I actually have seen The Brutalist.
yeah, same. Well, I actually no, like
We have the power to lie and we
I know.
use it to
This is
fib
actually
a
the
ways
first
into
5
a
pages
podcast.
of
No,
The
I
Brutalist.
actually was gonna say I think this is the Brutalist.
Yeah.
I think Jay is the one that was lying
And
about.
You
having
can't spell
not seen
lot
it.
J. It's not J Truthed.
Yeah.
No.
It's straight. It's
Jay
Jay
Light.
Lie.
Oh boy, we're doing nothing, so we're gonna take a break. All right, we're back. We're gonna play Before and Afters. We both know how this game works. 2 movies smashed into one. I'll give you the smash together plot. You tell me the smash together title. These aren't like Oscar themed or anything. We're gonna have an all Oscars game day at some point. So.
Got it.
Any
But
movies
they are
ever?
all Holocaust themed.
They are all. This is called The Holocaust of Being the Boss. It's my Bruce Springsteen themed Holocaust movie. It's called 10th Avenue Freeze Outside right now until you die. I'm running out of. You were born to run. There's a lot of. I guess maybe Bruce Springsteen is pro Holocaust. A lot of his songs.
Well,
Maybe not.
there's a lot of KKK in New Jersey, so.
That's true. I just wanted enough time to where I could edit around
the
that. So I
classic-
wanted it to be quiet on both sides of that.
The New Jersey Turnpike with 3 Ks.
Yeah.
The New Jersey
No.
Turnpike.
Yeah, there's no other way to change that around to fit. It's Turnpike with a P. And
Turnkike. That I'm not allowed to say that. I am Jewish.
You're allowed to say it.
I am.
yeah, you're not allowed to say I am Jewish as a question. I think is the problem we're running into. All right, just so we have a clean edit here. Get ready to we're going to play Before and Afters. And if you're not on the Patreon, you're missing out on that. 2 movies smashed together into one. I'll read you the smashed together plot. You 2 have to tell me the smashed together title. You're more than happy to work together. You're more than welcome to work together. You're more than welcome to compete against one another. Someone does win the podcast. So keep
Well,
that
I
in
want to
mind.
work together because I want to see how he picks a winner.
Feel
Okay.
free to
Yeah, I
that
think
sound
that.
good?
Let's do that.
Okay.
feel free to
Pressure's
grab
on,
any
Kyle.
instruments if you want or anything. Well, so it's a score-based system, and you get points based on how much you input to the before and afters, but there's also 75 points for writing a script. So this is worth up to 3 points.
All right.
Okay.
Great.
A young woman is haunted by a vampire that is infatuated with her in this sequel that follows an ex-police officer caught up in street racing, now in Miami.
Oh, this one
mean,
immediately.
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu Fast Too Furious.
Nosferatu Fast and Furious is correct. You even have that right there.
I'm glad we teamed up because I'm
That
not
one's
going to
a
get
little
any of
harsh.
these.
That guy is crazy pitch.
What do we got here?
That's a whistle or a horn. Perfect.
Cute.
Number 2. Current score 78-0, Jay.
No, Lindsay gets 3 points on that.
There's 3 points
We're
total to be
sharing.
divided up. So I'd say 77 to 1, 77 to 1. 78 to nothing sounds less sad than 77 to 1.
Fair.
1.5.
Okay, 76.5 to 1.5.
Okay.
Well, it still feels like if you had none, you could just say you weren't participating.
Well, this isn't the Super Bowl, so
Not yet.
I
That's true. That was a higher discrepancy of points. That was a bigger blowout. Number 2, I'm definitely over it. A high-powered CEO puts her career and family on the line when she begins an affair with a young intern in an effort to get close to the popular clique of cool girls.
Oh, Baby Mean Girls.
Wow, Baby Mean Girls. That was a...
Yeah.
All
Either of
3
you
points to
see
Lindsay on that
Baby
one.
Girl?
I didn't because like I don't see like Nicole Kidman's face really bothers me and her like and also just like I can't take her seriously as an actor because she just like looks like an alien, so it's like not for me. I also don't think the guy is hot.
Great.
You don't want that Harris Dickinson?
No, thank you.
That sounds like, once again, an OnlyFans name. Harris Dickinson.
Harris Dickinson. I don't want to see. It's not like I.
That
can't
was
get
my
into
OnlyFans
it.
name was Hairless Dickinson.
Shit. You shit. No. I just don't. Yeah, I don't want to see her get fingered. I can't get into it.
Sure.
She gets fingered really hard in that movie. That
Yeah.
is pretty
Nicole
crazy.
Kidman does?
That's
Yeah.
what I heard, which I am absolutely into, but not for her. I pick any other actor. I can't take
Sure.
her seriously.
Yeah. This is a movie we should popify.
Oh fuck.
The Fingered Pope.
I would. Okay, I'll tell you what. If the Pope was getting fingered,
Yeah.
I'd be in.
Popey Girl.
Finger Blast at the
Popey
Vatican.
girl.
Yeah, your title made a little more sense than mine. In fact, I am not happy I even said
Well,
mine.
that's the
Popey
subtitle. Popey Girl, Finger Blasted
Finger
in the
Blast
Vatican.
at the Vatican. Inside the walls.
That instead
Is what
of
it's
releasing smoke, it's just a gush of Pope squirt.
Hilarious.
Pope Squirt.
Oh man.
That sounds like the Saturday morning cartoon about the child
No,
Pope.
that's Pope Squeak.
Pope Squeak! Oh, blow the horn, blow the horn. Oh, Pope Squeak.
That was good.
A woo!
Oh my god, I always sing that song.
Number 3. Current score, 79.5 to 3.5.
Okay, good.
Nice.
An American expat must choose between his love for a woman and helping her husband escape with the millions of dollars he got by filling out an empty slip he used to scam a bank.
What?
An American. Can you read the title one more time? Or
I
the
can read
dis-
an American.
the
Can you read the
description?
title one single time? An American expat must choose between his love for a woman and helping her husband escape with the millions of dollars he got by filling out an empty slip he used to scam a bank.
Man.
His love. Who's
Something about scamming a bank makes me think that the second half is like Catch Me If You Can.
right?
But I have no idea what about the expat love.
An American
stuff.
expat. Nolan, any thoughts here?
An American expat helping his wife escape.
Must
It's
choose between his
Casablanca-
love for a wife,
Casablanca.
his love for a woman, and helping her husband escape.
It's Casablanca. Catch Me If You Can.
It is not. But you're halfway there.
Okay.
Casablanca is the first half.
Is it?
I think so.
Okay.
That's
I've
the plot of
never seen
Casablanca.
it.
I've never seen
With the
it.
$1 million he got by filling out an empty slip he used to scam a bank.
Casablanca check.
Casablanca check is correct.
I was thinking blank check, but I was like, "There's no way."
Casablanca check.
You didn't even mention a kid.
Yeah, there's no
It's-
kid. The kid just
The
gets a
first half
check.
is the Casablanca.
But
I couldn't say check. I couldn't say blank, so I had to say empty slip. You know,
A kid.
Oh.
it's not a kid though. It's the guy from the American Expat.
Blank check. Oh, fucking Christ.
Casablanca check. That's good.
Yeah.
This is what tears the game down forever.
Yeah.
Next one, a young boy meets and bonds with an orca who was separated from its family when its ship left Earth, stranding him there to try and phone home.
Oh, E.T. Free Willy.
No, free. It's the opposite. It's Free Will E.T. the extraterrestrial.
Free Will E.T. or Free T. Willy, all accepted.
Wow,
A lot
yeah.
of combos there. Current score 81 to 76. 81 to 76.
Wow.
Lindsay's catching up here.
Whoa, that's
Lindsay's caught up.
crazy.
There was a
Nice.
lot of points in not getting blank check. I valued someone not getting that.
Oh, you valued someone criticizing your.
Yes.
Your. Okay, great. Great.
Due to Al Pacino taking a shine to the sister, a set of twins extend their holiday visit with each other and hope to meet the recluse owner of a nearby chocolate factory.
Oh, okay. The Godfather Chocolate Factory. Wait, not The Godfather.
Due to
No.
literally in the movie Al Pacino taking a shine to the sister, a set of twins extend their holiday visit with each other and hope to meet recluse owner in the nearby chocolate
Okay,
factory.
I know that this is the plot. There's a plot point in the movie Jack and Jill involving
Never
Al
seen
Pacino.
it.
I've never seen it, but I know that
Okay.
Jack and Jill has Al Pacino in it.
And the
I think he got a Razzie nomination for it.
Charlie and the Chocolate Jill.
Jack and Jilly Wonka.
Jack and Jilly Wonka and the Chocolate
What
Factory.
the fuck? This game is crazy.
I don't think
Charlie
you
and
understand how
the
a
Chocolate
portmanteau
Factory,
works, Lindsay.
Jill.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Jill.
We go into the next
That
game
could work.
tied up at 82 apiece.
What?
Wait, how did that happen? How did I lose points?
I used all my money I used to pay off the refs all season to now just rig this.
love it.
This game is called Build the Perfect Movie. You have a category. You have to pick 2 movies from that category whose Rotten Tomatoes score up to as close to 100 as possible without going over. Nolan, you're happy to participate in Build the Perfect Movie if you'd like. The category of movie, you have to pick 2 movies that have let's go two comedies. We'll start easy.
Okay.
We're going to do a couple of these. 2 comedies whose Rotten Tomatoes scored up to as close to 100 as possible. Jay, you'll pick first. Your first movie. Then Lindsay, you pick your first. Then Nolan, you'll pick your
Okay.
first.
I'm going to start out with role models.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with The Other Guys.
Okay. Nolan?
Tropic Thunder.
Nolan.
What?
Why are you mad? You guys picked like pretty much kind of the same vibe from the same year, and you're mad at it?
I am
All right, here we
mad.
go. Let's recap. Role Models is a 77%, so you're looking for a 23. The Other Guys is a 79%, so you're looking for a 21. Tropic Thunder is an 82%, so you're looking for an 18. So we're in the same order because it's based on who had the lowest first number.
Okay.
Great.
So second movie,
I'm looking
Jay,
for 23.
looking for a 23. Or less.
I am going to go. Oh man, this is going to be quite a pull, and it might fuck me, but we'll see. Ishtar.
Great. The Other Guys, Mean Girls, you think is a 21 or less?
Well, don't look at me like that.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, I think so. I guess. I was gonna say When Harry Met Sally, but I was like, is that a comedy?
That's actually just an ad now. I think
Yeah.
you're disqualified from the movie when you've rebooted your fucking characters to sell something.
When you
agree.
when you show up with Meg Ryan and Billy Crystal saying we're doing something big, and it's a fucking Hellman's commercial.
We
Yeah.
should have all known.
We should have
Nolan,
known.
second movie, you're looking for an 18 or less.
Is it Price is Right rules? Where if
Yes,
you go-
cannot go over.
Hot Shots Part D.
Oh, an 18 or less?
You were looking for a 23 or less.
That's what he was saying the whole time.
Oh, I misunderstood. Can I change my answer?
Yes, because you have your first movie was 79, so you're looking for a 21% or less.
So I don't want to go over. Okay. I
Yes.
would like to pick.
Mean Girls, by the way, highest percentage of any of the movies.
I
we've talked
know
about
that's
so far.
why. That's why I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, I'm gonna get closer to a good one. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna go with.
What's a bad comedy movie?
A lot of them.
There's so many.
I
but,
can't
like,
think of a single bad comedy that's been poorly reviewed over the course of the entirety of the history of movies.
21 or less. I know there's so many. But I.
Think of a comedian.
Literally think of any Adam Sandler movie.
What about?
One of the ones from the game we just played.
What's one with Dane Cook? What's that one with Dane Cook?
Waiting.
No, I think you're thinking of Employee of the Month
Yeah, Employee of the Month.
Okay.
with Dax Shepard and Dane Cook and Jessica Alba.
Yeah.
You guys ever listen to the Rewatch podcast where they rewatch employee? I don't know if that's real. You just said Dax Shepard. All I can think about. Okay, Role Models 77%, Ishtar 40. We're over. Does not qualify.
Damn.
Tropic Thunder 82%. Hot Shot Parts 2 59.
Whoa.
We're also way over. The Other Guys 79%. Employee of the Month 22%. You're at 99%.
Wow.
You ended at a 99%.
That's crazy.
That game was worth 1 point, so it brings you even closer to
I
taking
knew I
down
should have
Jay.
done Jack and Jill.
Even closer to taking
Ishtar,
down Jay.
I remember people being like, this is one of the worst movies of all time, and it's shocking.
Jack
that it's
and
got
Jill,
40%.
you still would have lost because it's a 3.
Whoa.
Damn.
I think if there's enough people
I would rather be
that's-
under than way over, though.
Yeah.
Story of my life, sister. All right, last game we're going to play. This game is called Guess What Movie Kyle's Dad is Describing, having only watched the trailer and never having heard of the movie, the game.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Guess what movie trailer Kyle's dad is describing, having only watched the trailer and never having heard of the movie game.
How this works is my dad watched a movie trailer, wrote down what happened, read that back. You have to guess what movie he's describing.
Okay.
Based on just
Okay.
watching the trailer and never having heard of the movie.
Cool.
Here we go. Let's...
Okay. Shot of a skyline. The dog runs up to him on the sidewalk. She is supposed to be at work, but her family is eating. Voiceover while it shows shots of an office, I think. Does he always have a cookie? I think this is a Christmas song playing. He is finishing her sentences.
I already
They
know
are
what it
in a
is.
pool.
Do you?
Yeah.
What is it?
She
It's
doesn't
Baby
want
Girl.
her-
It is Baby Girl of all of them to possibly be. Oh, that was an exhibition game worth no points, but Jay still wins the podcast today.
Obsessed
That was-
with your dad's thing. Jay, congratulations. It's well earned. But
Thank you.
I'm obsessed with. Is
We'll-
that really your dad reading it?
Yeah, we'll play one
Yeah,
more.
play the rest
we'll
of it.
We'll play one more here
Yeah.
for
Play one
fun.
more.
Here's a new
Please.
movie.
Okay. So she finally made it. The dream place. She can't believe she's there. He's got a gun. And before she can get out of the car, it looks like another car hits them. People are talking on the phone. The girl is still missing.
I know what this is,
It'll
too.
be just like in the movies.
What is it?
It's Mulholland Drive.
It is Mulholland Drive. This is an incredible. We have a savant.
I feel like your
Yeah,
dad and David Lynch
wow.
would actually have gotten along.
I think they might have.
I think they would have gotten
That's
along really well.
so
What a
funny.
grab. Jay Light, tell everyone what you got going on, where to find you.
You can find me at Diet J. I have a comedy special that just came out. You can watch that on YouTube. It's called My Wife Hates These Jokes. If you like to listen to things instead, if you're listening to a podcast, you might like to listen to things instead.
Yeah, we have an audio version of this.
You can order the album wherever you get music. You can get it all of my, follow me and you'll find it.
Diet J on Instagram.
I did
Link
watch
to the
some
new
of that and
special.
it was really funny.
Thank you.
I didn't watch the whole thing. I'm sorry.
You're
Lindsay,
tanking
with
my retention,
Crazy,
my
we
viewer rate.
discussed permission to lie, and Lindsay seems to not be wanting to utilize it.
Sorry.
Lindsay, where's everyone? You said you want everyone to follow you on Instagram, and that's where it all comes from.
Yeah, so Instagram is the most important for my career, and it's at Lindsay Adams is popular, but also I have an OnlyFans now. It's not sexual, but you could follow me for fun comedy content, and I will bully you. And that's at Lindsay Adams is popular. Or no, that's at Lindsay Adams. That's just Lindsay Adams. Okay, bye.
Great. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful day.
I've never seen it.